Good morning. I know I'm not really dressed to be presenting a video, but I was feeling really drawn to this subject and I just felt I should put a few words out there. A lot of guidance that I've been receiving and posting in my, Instagram and FB posts of late have been speaking about the need to be very grounded, the need to be very centered through these times. We are in a state where most people are anxious. There's a sense of not knowing what's going to happen next. There is panic. Many people are affected by the coronavirus directly or indirectly. And most of the messages that I've been receiving from Spirit have emphasized on the need for grounding. So I realized that despite speaking so much about the subject, posting so much about grounding, I haven't really shared tips or what I do personally to feel very grounded through this process. So when you feel a sense of anxiety or something not right, and there is no enthusiasm to do your daily routines or your work, whatever it is, you feel sad, you feel pulled down, and you don't know where it's coming from. Sometimes, yes, you are aware that it's because of the energy, you're not just your own energy, but the energy of all the people around you, the collective energy. When you feel all of it and you're feeling pulled down so badly, the first thing I would recommend is acknowledge it. Don't try to brush it away under the carpet and say, hey, I'm all good, I'm fine. Don't do that. Acknowledge the fact that you're not feeling great. The first step is always acceptance. It's okay to feel this way. It's so overwhelming. It is okay to feel that way. Your feelings are important. The next thing I would always do is turn the attention to breathing. I stop everything I have to do or I'm doing at that moment and just sit down and breathe. Inhale, hold and exhale. I keep doing this till I feel my attention returning to me, to the task at hand, which is just my breath, focusing on my breath. And then slowly I start feeling better. And these feelings will hit you, out of the blue. So the best thing to do is always return the focus to your breath. Then you can practice being more aware, being more conscious of what you welcome into your world. Like there are a lot of messages, there are a lot of news doing the rounds which can cause a lot of anxiety. So when you feel that some piece of news or some piece of information is really disturbing your peace, choose to prioritize your center, choose to prioritize your peace and detach. Detach for a while, it doesn't matter. It's okay. What's important is that you remain centered and focused through all of this. So return to your center by just detaching from everything that's upsetting you. Even if it is for a little while, you owe it to yourself. And then another thing you can do is, of course, when you're talking about grounding, work with nature. Always bring the focus back to, if you have access to a garden, great, work there, water your plants, talk to them, be aware of what the energy and vibes they are putting out to you. It's a very, very healing energy, as you know. If you do not have access to a garden, if you have a few potted plants, turn your attention to them. Or another thing you can do is meditate on a very calming photograph, any of those images. You Google, forest images, Google all of that. See what works for you as a person. Everybody has a different reaction, right? For some it's the images of the sea, for some it's images of mountains. See what you connect to and work with that. Another, of course, a great resource are crystals for those of you who work with crystals. Meditate, work with very grounding crystals like tourmalines, agates, especially the green ones. If yeah, especially if you're feeling sad, I would say work with a tourmaline and then move to something of a higher chakra. For example, your rose quartz, but always have a grounding crystal also with you, something that's gentle with your energies. Green aventurine works great. I personally find a lot of green agates help with both your for the grounding as well as the heart. Everything is connected. It's no matter what your profession, whether you are whether you're a reader like me, a communicator, you're working in a healthcare industry, whether you have any kind of service provider, it's very important that you stay grounded through all of this, because when you work with others, when your work directly affects others, it's very important that you stay in your center. So make a conscious effort to ground, be centered, be in your body, be aware of everything that you're doing, even if it is washing your vessels, chopping your vegetables, cleaning your house. Be in the moment, be in the task that you are engaged in at that moment. All of this helps. And of course, you have your pets, the animal kingdom, they help so much. You know that. So those of you who are lucky enough to be living with animals, work with them. They will help you. They will really show you what it is to be in the moment. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, any queries, feel free about this topic. Feel free to reach out to me either by my on my email or DM me. All the best and lots of love and light to you. Take care.